So, your track record in business is obviously remarkable as far as Twitter and Square and now the transition in the block. But I was always fascinated with Cash App. What gave you the foresight to do that acquisition? And can you kind of walk us through that deal? Because you found value in a company that, now it's obvious everybody uses Cash App, but back then it wasn't as popular as it is now. So walk us through, the Cash App acquisition and what made you want to push the button on that.
That was when we actually didn't acquire it. We came up with that. But I will tell you the story of how difficult it was. So we started Square in 2009, and it was going well. And 2 years into it, it's a little bit hard to build something where you're not the customer. Like, we're not merchants. We're not like a seller. We're not a smart seller. But we are entrepreneurs, so we're kind of building for other entrepreneurs with Square. But we also had this itch because we could move money around now that, like, what can we build something for the individual? And the idea was, like, how do we make moving money as simple as communication? And Cash App started as a very simple project where I could send an email to you, just an email, and I would CC pay@square.com. And I would put the dollar amount in the subject line. I could say, here's $5, and send that email. And the money would actually move to you. It would send you an email. It would put like a link within the email to claim your $5. You would put in a debit card on a secure website. And then we figured out how to hack the debit card system. We would force refund the debit, and that money would go to your debit card immediately. So that's how Cash App started. We wanted moving money to be as easy as communication. And at the time, we had a COO in the company who came from PayPal, and he said that we shouldn't be working on this thing. PayPal already exists. Like, Venmo exists. It's impossible to make this successful. And we ignored it. We were stubborn about it. And we said, no, this feels good and it feels right. So we decided to move it from being just an email thing to an app. And we called it Square Cash, and it started getting some traction little by little. And then it really took off, and the people that were using it didn't call it Square Cash, they called it Cash App. So we changed the name of the app to Cash App. And then it really took off, and suddenly it was in all this music, and it became, it became more of a cultural movement than anything else. But that wasn't an acquisition. That was all in-house. But what I'm proud of there is, like, everyone in the company for about 5 years, because it cost us a lot of money to run Cash App, because we're running it at a loss for quite some time. Everyone in the company wanted to kill that thing for forever. And we were stubborn. We said no, and we protected it. And then eventually it found its business model, and it worked, and now it's as big, if not bigger, than Square. So now we have these two massive ecosystems because of that stubbornness, and because we felt that, no, this feels good to us, and like, it feels right. And we saw resonance with people, and then we figured out how to make it work and not lose money, but actually make money.